Hey guys, hadn't done a video in a while and started a project today, and I thought I'd do a little short video on it and show you what I'm doing. Maybe you guys want to do one of these for yourself or something like that. This right here, yeah, it looks like a bunch of PVC fittings put together, is a spine for a antenna that I'm working on. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. Each one of these is going to hold a whisker or whatever you want to call it for a antenna. This section here, this piece of pipe here is 3 inches, and you want to have from the center of this joint to the center of this one to be 9. So this piece is 7 inches, 7 inches, 7 inches, and 3 inches. Okay, I drilled 2 holes in each one, 3/4 of an inch from the center to put my screws in, and they go all the way through. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put the wooden dowel in there when I go to put the screws in. I've cut some pieces of wooden dowel just long enough to fit inside there like that to give the screw some backing so it doesn't pull through. Also, these parts here is where the whiskers are going to be attached. I'm going to drill a hole here and put a screw through it, and the whiskers will be under the screw. The reason I have this piece of pipe on the inside here is to thicken up the wall for the screw. I'm also going to put a wooden dowel in there so that it has something to bite to. The reason I use PVC is to prevent the antenna from being grounded so you lose signal. This particular antenna is going to have a backbone that runs all the way down. We're going to put a TV adapter on here, and that way we can hook it to our cable wire in the attic. We're going to put this in the attic. You can build them bigger and put them on the outside. I'm going to get some caps to go on here. I don't have any yet to weatherproof it. Not that it needs to be weatherproof, but I'm going to do that anyway. Yeah, so let me move on to the next step, and I'll show you as I go along. Okay, this is the wire I'm using. Got it for like 11 bucks at home, Lowe's, big box store. This is 8 gauge. You can also use 10 gauge. You could probably use 12 if you wanted to, but I wanted it to be a good receiving antenna, so I'm using 8 gauge. Okay, the wire, you measure it, you're going to cut it 20 inches, and then you're going to bend it in half into a V shape. And you want to get it straight as you can get it. So let me cut this and see if I can get it straight on my clippings. I don't have any real wire cutters, so I'm using my baby bolt cutters here. And they don't close all the way, but you know what? I wondered why I put these things in the shop. I forgot about them. Anyway. Let me straighten this out and I'll be right back. Okay, you're going to measure down to the 10-inch mark and bend it in half to make your V. Okay, when you bend it in half, it'll look like this. You want, since it's going to be 9 inches apart, you want it to be about 4.5 inches from point to point, or thereabouts. You don't want them to touch, but you want them to be close. You want to cover the whole range between the two. And you're going to have 8 of these. So I'm going to make the rest of them and get back to you. Okay, this is how I get them straight. I put one end of the wire in my drill, put the other end of the wires in vice grips or a table vise, and twist it just until it gets straight. There, straight as an arrow. That's the way I straighten my rods. Okay, we have all 8 of them bent for this antenna. Yeah, I didn't bend them exactly in the middle, so they're a little off. When you do yours, you can take your time, make sure you get them bent exactly in the middle. Build you a contraption if you want. If you're making more than one, jigs might be the way to go. Next, we're gonna make the wires that go from one end to the other, and then we're gonna weld them, solder them to this. Be back in a minute. Okay, I've got this temporarily screwed down. I want you to notice I went from this side over to this side. It's a crossover here. Then I strayed straight to here, then I crossed over here. Okay, you want to dip this side down so that when you run this one over to there, they don't touch like that. And when I do this side, I'm going to dip it down so it don't touch over to there. And then when you get done, you're going to trim these ends off, and you're going to put, you're going to solder your little transformer onto one of these. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about these. It's an antenna outdoor matching transformer. Anyway, you want to solder them leads to the copper wire, or you can put them under the screws, whichever you want to do. In this case, these have neoprene washers on them, so I don't think they'll make that good of a connection. I might take the washers off a couple just to put this on. But I'm still soldering all the other things together. So let me get to it, just so you can see what it looks like. Got this from Lowe's. You can probably get them from Radio Shack. They might have them at Walmart if you're lucky. I also meant to show you, I put these grooves in here so that this wire would rest in there, because when I put the whiskers on here, they're going to be soldered on there like that, and that'll be down in the groove. Some of them I'm going to have to make a little deeper, as you can see right there, but I want them to set as close to flush as I can so they don't have a whole big old bunch of wire sticking up right there. And you can see right here what I was talking about, they're not touching. And I screwed this end down, and you see I bent the wire like that. And if you have a pair of Klein pliers, you can probably make prettier bends than me. But that's what I got so far. And then I'm going to bend this here, and then bend it here so it slides into that groove right there. But yeah, you cut these grooves so these wires is bit down in there like that. Okay? Okay, the smart thing to do is when you get your wires in place, go ahead and mark where the screw is, like that, so you can solder the whiskers on there, and you'll have them in the right place whenever you go to put them back on. Okay, I got this much done. The pain in the ass, the solder wasn't working for me, so I quit with it. I think the only one that actually stuck was this one. The rest of them kept breaking off, and the copper was getting soft, so I didn't want to mess with it anymore. So I went ahead and just screwed them all down. I attached the cable adapter on the end here, one on each side, and I'm going to cut these off right here because I don't need that. I'm going to get 2 PVC caps to go on the end, and I'll show you one more thing that I'm going to do. Oh, watch out, Royce. I'm steps on his dog. He's staying with us for a while. I'm going to take these screens, and I'm going to make a reflector. I'm going to remove the screen part and actually screw these on long ways, like right there, and then screw them onto the back of the antenna, and that'll help reflect the signal back onto the antenna and help intensify the signal, kind of like a booster would. Oh, y'all check out my blackberry bushes. They've been in full bloom for a few weeks. Look at there, yum, more blooms. Lemon trees ain't favoring too good. I just transplanted them. They were left out in the cold. Look what else I got. Strawberries. Yeah. And that little plant right there, that's a new one. That's a raspberry. Yum. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make the reflector for this thing, put it on the back, and get it ready to go. I'm going to put it in the attic and test it. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Made the reflector out of screen frame and screwed it to the back. Got all the wires in place and spread out. I'm going to have to adjust them again once I get them in the attic. We're going in the attic. Hopefully it'll work good in the attic. I got a homemade one up there right now that works okay, but sometimes the signal gets a little weak. So hopefully this will make up for it. This is just screwed to the back, right through here into the PVC pipe. So I hope this helps some of you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me questions in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. Y'all have a great day. Well, there you go. One of the channels I was having a problem with, coming in clear as a bell. Couldn't watch the voice. The other channel, the CW, that I like to watch Supernatural on, and Tuesday night, iZombie comes back on. Clear as a bell. I don't know what the hell that one's called, Ion or something like that. I like to watch that one. And that one usually comes in pretty clear. But it looks like it's working. So you guys give me a big thumbs up. Oh, that's a big thumbs. Give me a big thumbs up. Share. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And y'all have a great day.